This time, the man in charge of the action at the bell, your referee, Ray Corona. 8 rounds of action for the vacant WBC USNBC Lightweight Championship. And now, ladies and gentlemen, from the DoubleTree Hotel in Ontario, California, where battles are fought and champions are made, ladies and gentlemen, let the battles begin! Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner. He steps in the ring tonight with a blue camel trunks. When he steps onto the scale, he weighed officially at 134.4 already pounds. As a professional, he has 26 fights to his credit, including 20 victories against 4 defeats with 2 bouts even. Ladies and gentlemen, all the way from Buenos Aires, Argentina, put your hands together for Cristian Pedrito Mino. And his opponent, fighting across the ring out of the blue corner. He stepped in the ring tonight with a black trunks trimmed with gold. When he stepped onto the scale, he went officially at 134.6 solid pounds. As a professional, he enters the ring tonight undefeated. 17 wins with 0 losses. 14 of his victories come to you by way of KO. Hailing from South Central Los Angeles, California, ladies and gentlemen, introducing Ruben Torres. Once again, your referee, Ray Corona, to get the final instructions.
Mira, abajo de aquí, está bien. Okay? This is good right here. You want to touch gloves? Do it now. God bless.
All right, let's see how these lightweights match up. Both young men, 24, 25 years old. Ruben Torres, huge height and reach advantages in this fight.
Yeah, Beto Duran, Doug Fisher, and Jessica Rosales and you, our main event on Thompson Boxing here in Ontario, California. Thompson Boxing in its 22nd year of business. Ace Torres, 17-0, 14 KOs, bringing along nicely by Danny Zamora and matchmaker Alex Campanova for Thompson. But he's growing. He's now 24 years old. A couple years ago, he was the first fight. Lately, he's been the main event. And as he said, talking to him, I like fighting at the DoubleTree, but I'm ready to move on from the DoubleTree, and that should be the attitude, continue growth. And he's on that path.
Yes, he is on that path.
Cristian Ruben Mino from Buenos Aires, Argentina, nicknamed Piedrita, Little Rock, because he's short in stature, but he is strong.
Yeah, he's stocky. Look at his thighs. He's got very thick legs, very broad shoulders, barrel chest. He can, he's very short, but he can carry 135 pounds. He's solid.
26 fights in his career. He's stepped up in competition, come up short, but he's also fought around the world in Germany, Puerto Rico.
Yeah, he's well-traveled. We mentioned earlier on the broadcast that he faced former 2-division champion Juanma Lopez, and they went at it for 10 rounds.
Yep.
Of course, the difference is Juanma Lopez is his height.
Yep.
Juanma Lopez is a former 122-pounder, former featherweight, and Torres is a very big lightweight, as we can see.
And he makes the weight easy. Trained with Jerry Arias, his strength and conditioning coach. Kid lives and sleeps and breathes boxing. Disciplined. After fights, does not gain a lot of weight. And here he is, it shows the 135. Actually came in under at 134.6.
I think Mino is feeling the power of those accurate shots from Ace. He had a lot of energy during his walk-in and, of course, during his introduction. He's a little more settled down now, now that he's tasted some of that leather. But he will take. He is a risk taker. He's a fighter who's aggressive in spots. He gambles with his offense. Sometimes he leans in a little bit too much, leads with his chin. He is vulnerable. He's not He doesn't have the best defense, so he's vulnerable when he lets those hands go.
But he will try to make it ugly and rugged.
Yes.
And true.
And that's what's difficult about him is it's his experience. B, it's the fact that he's kind of awkward and unorthodox.
And also not intimidated like some of the other opponents that Ace Torres has gone up against.
True.
Uppercut landed, right hand from Torres. Hey, keep the comments coming. Like on YouTube and Facebook. Share. Let people know what's going on. And make sure to download the Thompson Boxing app to keep you updated on everything that goes on. The next Thompson show will be March 5th in Orange. It's closed to the public, a private show, but we will have it for you on the YouTube and Facebook page. Francisco Salazar asking if Doug and I are drinking Modelo beer. No. Ernest Gavion was kind enough to get us a little vodka soda. Now, I'm not drinking a Modelo, but the man who should be is our good friend Drew Ruiz, extraordinaire. He is sponsored by Modelo. So that's the man to do it. Drew watching us from Bell Gardens, California, specifically staying up tonight to watch Ace Torres. A lot of people have watched him once over the years and become fans of his because they want to see the show. Don't blame them. And for those of you guys talking about the height difference, Torres has always been the taller fighter, and he's like, I'm used to fighting shorter guys, and he's fought a couple guys who have been around 5'5", 5'6", so it's nothing new, and they train specifically for this one, sparring with Chon Cepeda. That's a good work there.
That is really good work.
Leave your comments wherever you may be. Share them. Let them know. 562 checking in. 213 310. Standing room only crowd to see Ruben Ace Torres. And shout out to Fight Hub TV, Fino Boxing, Noti Fight, Supreme Boxing, and True Boxing Head. Piedrita Mino, he's wearing camo. Why? Because he said he knows he's going to war. That's the attitude that he has. From Buenos Aires. Also, Argentina, you think of Chino Maidana.
Oh, yeah.
You think of
Lucas Matisse.
Lucas Matisse. Now Brian Castano.
Yeah, Brian is upholding that rich boxing tradition of that nation.
Y saludo a toda la gente de Tigres y los chicos de los Troncos. So he's from the Buenos Aires area. Molina Box is where he works out. Dad is his trainer. And if you're wondering, he goes for Boca Junior, not River Plate, the soccer team in Argentina. Quickness from Ruben Ace Torres.
Torres had a strong opening round. He's in control here, but Mino is finding spots to land punches.
Francisco Salazar said, of course, don't forget Sergio Martinez. Of course not.
Oh, can't forget him. What a classy middleweight champion he was. And it was great. He trained in Oxnard,
Yep.
Francisco Salazar's hood.
Also,
And he was so cool, you could just go and visit him, even on a sparring day.
no way.
He would let you in there, and he was the classiest guy. So accommodating, so laid back, just good-natured champion.
Also, Carlos Monzon.
Oh, yeah, the great one. One of the greatest middleweight champions ever.
Kevin Vasquez at home with COVID, but he's watching the fight right now. What up, Kev? Uppercut from Torres. 1-2 from Torres.
That uppercut is the money punch. If he can lift that chin, he can land the cleanup punch, which could be a left hook.
And you see Piedrita going really close to the belt line. It's that long range from Torres. Keeping Piedrita away. He's trying to get in close. Not happening. Don, appreciate you. The fights have been good. Have 6 of them. Started off with a victory for Oscar Torres. Got a big knockout from Sean Brewer. A lot of family watching for Ace Torres. Make sure you share. Let people know what's going on. Peter D. checking in. Also, the Thompson Boxing app. Archbishop Stubbs, man. Brandon P2TF. Always love seeing your tweets coming through. And of course, Lee Groves. Danny Zamora giving instructions. I don't know what the DJ is playing, bro, because it was popping here earlier. Now it's like, go to sleep here. Get my slow.
This is a odd choice.
Yeah, it's like when you play at the end of the night when they turn on the lights.
Yeah, you expect to see people ballroom dancing to that.
That's a push down. That's a push down. Ray Corona jumping in immediately. As Mino said, I've always been the shorter guy in the fight. This is nothing new.
Yeah, he's used to it, but he's in with a fighter who's not just taller and rangier. He's in with a sharpshooter. He's in with a very accurate and economical puncher, boxer puncher.
If you're watching Torres for the first time, he fought as an amateur. And then when we were talking about earlier in the night, taking a break to go be a kid in high school, stopped boxing to play football at Santa Fe High School. Went to college for a year at San Francisco State, got the itch, started training, and never went back to school. Now he takes online classes at Cerritos, but the pro gave it a chance. And what happened? Because he took that break, his body was refreshed, mentally refreshed, and here he is now.
And he really, he advanced during a period of time where a lot of fighters stagnated because of the pandemic. And it's been a really good partnership between Team Torres and Thompson Boxing. The fact that he's willing to step up and face difficult opposition and fight more than once or twice a year, because he fought 3 times in 2020 and 3 times in 2021. And that experience was great. That's where he kind of, those years, he got used to the 8-round limit.
Yep.
And being in with tough veterans. And if he wins this fight, it looks like he's on his way to doing that. That's a really good step. He stakes his claim at lightweight, shows everybody he can make that weight, and he gets that WBC USNBC title, which, will get him ranked in the WBC's top 40 or 30.
Torres didn't have the biggest amateur background. He would go to tournaments, but not like the big national tournaments or anything like that. But as a pro, has turned it on. But he did box as a kid, but he had other interests. When you don't force somebody to do something, you see the results. Uppercut.
He's looking for that uppercut. And I tell you what, Mino is still very game. He still has confidence. He's not giving up, even though he's taking some hard shots. Nice left hook from the Argentine.
And a left hook answered by Torres. Uppercut from Torres. Final seconds of the third. And a good one here. And to continue with Torres' background, for those of you watching for the first time, his first few fights back at Thompson, they didn't know what they had. So he was in the 4-rounders and he was knocking people out, and it's like, okay, cool. There it is. And then all of a sudden he stepped up the competition and he was knocking out guys that weren't used to getting knocked out. And that's when it started opening up some eyes of Danny Zamora saying, hey, maybe we do have something here. Because how many guys say, hey, I want to come back and be a pro fighter, and they do it and they're like, maybe. Yeah. And here he is as the main event, and this kid's all in, locked in, 24 years old. He spars Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, does workouts afterwards, and then does more strength and conditioning Tuesday, Thursdays.
I've seen some of that posted on social media.
Yep.
The drills.
Yep. Fundamentals. Yeah, I haven't seen Torres with a 15-punch combination.
Yes. He's got a real trainer.
4th round, Beto Duran, Doug Fisher, and Jessica Rosales, our main event. Ruben Torres and Cristian Mino. Torres is really active in promoting himself in a good way. He helps design his logo and the shirts that people are wearing today, along with his buddy who's a graphic designer. That would be Herbert Guerra, who does the graphics for him. Yeah, this is scheduled for 8 rounds, right, Doug?
No, it's scheduled for 10 rounds.
Oh, it's scheduled for 10.
Yeah, because of the WBC USNBC title.
Wait, hold on. Paul, 8 or 10? It's scheduled for 8.
Oh, really?
All right. Yeah, Alex Campanova just confirmed it, so it is
Okay.
scheduled for 8. All right. You're right. Francisco Salazar says the win over Oscar Bravo opened up some eyes.
Yeah, people are watching him now. People outside of the Thompson boxing circle, outside of Southern California even. And I know the producers at Showtime Showbox series are watching him closely. There was a Showbox card tonight, as a matter of fact. But I know they would love to have him on. And I think he knows that if he's on that 20-year-old series, 21-year-old series now, he'll have to step up the competition even more.
And that's what they're doing tonight with him, with a veteran who, as Steve Kim would say, the professional resistance. Cristian Ruben Mino.
And he's in with a game fighter, an experienced fighter, a well-traveled guy who's awkward.
That's one way to put it. Mino coming in. The thing about Torres too, it's as he progresses, needs to figure out the puzzles of these fighters that have been around the world. Look, man,
Mino
all right, hold on.
Yeah, he's losing his form round by round. He's winging punches more now.
For all of you wondering how many rounds, the matchmaker just told me it's 8. All right, bro, it's 8 rounds. Argue amongst yourselves.
I've seen it listed as both, but yeah, if Alex says it's 8, then it's 8.
Because the check is going to be for 8 rounds.
There you go.
All right, DJ's back on it. All right. More balance to the ounce. Appreciate you guys jumping in with us. Melina Torres, saludos desde Argentina. Ray Corona, the referee. We knew that this fight wasn't going to be easy for Ruben Torres.
Yeah, it's difficult, mainly stylistically.
Yeah.
He's got a guy who bounces around in there. Speaking of more bounce to the ounce.
Hey!
Kind of lobs, awkward punches, odd angles. And he has a defiant spirit.
So Jermaine Ortiz won in tonight's main event on Showbox. Showbox, such a great show with our good friend Raul Marquez, Barry Tompkins, the legend, Hall of Famer.
Yeah, excellent commentary on that series. Excellent partnership the producers, Gordon Hall, the head producer, has with really good matchmakers like Alex Campanovo, and they work with a number of promoters, not just one or two. So that's one of the strengths of that series, and it's important because it's a developmental series, just like this series.
Another thing about Torres, knocking people out, 3rd, 4th round, all right, but now he's had to box and figure out how to set up his opponent. He's doing tonight.
One of the things I really like about Torres is that focus, and you see it right on his face. Like, those eyes are open wide like saucers. He's watching everything. Everything that comes his way, and he's computing. He's kind of figuring out, all right, what's the answer to that? How can I punch around these punches? How can I punch between these punches? How can I counter these shots?
Main event tonight, Ruben Torres, Cristian Mino. Torres, the taller fighter with the white gloves. Saludos a toda la gente en Ciudad de Mexico. Yeah. Leo Leon says, I would like to see Torres go to the body. Well, the dude's like 5'4" and compact.
5'4", yes. It's not easy. I mean, he'd literally have to bend at the waist to get to that guy's midsection.
And he's covering up nice and tight.
Yeah, a good body shot selection for Ruben would be the sternum. the breadbasket, right to the solar plexus, and he could camouflage it like it's going to be an uppercut, but then land in the middle of the chest.
And there's been plenty of fights that we've called where Ruben knocks the dude out with a body shot.
Yeah,
So it's in there.
He's done it before.
He's in there with a guy named Piedrita, Little Rock. Now you're starting to see Mino starting to deep breath. Torres just keeps coming. He's in great shape. I once ran a half marathon with him and Michael Dutchover, and they placed in the top 25.
Did they really?
Yeah.
Where was this?
The Long Beach Half Marathon.
Long Beach Half Marathon.
2019.
Hey, you ran 13.2 miles?
Yeah,
is that what
man.
a half marathon is?
13.1.
13.1, yes.
Yeah, it's only a half. Those are easy to do.
Jeez.
I've done 3 marathons.
You've done the full marathons.
Yeah.
Wow. I don't know, man.
Yeah, now forget that.
That's impressive, though.
Another good round from Torres as he stares down Mino. Ruben A. Torres controlling the fight. We head to the 6th round. It's a late night at Thompson.
Yeah, this one we had some distance fights.
Alex making us earn our money, man. Hopefully the bar's still open when we get done.
Yeah, shout out to everybody on the East Coast who's still watching, and especially folks over in the UK.
It's breakfast with the Thompsons.
Yeah.
Shout out to everybody on the crew tonight. California, Little Joe, Fahar, everybody working behind the scenes, the camera kids who are now cameramen.
Yes.
When we started this series,
Yeah,
a few
they
years ago,
were. They were camera boys.
Yeah.
Camera kids. You're right.
A shout out to Steve Kim, who's watching us right now. Thanks for staying awake, Steve.
What's up, Kim?
How do you see it, Kim? You were the first one to see Ruben Ace Torres. And this crowd is ready to erupt for Torres. It's all Ruben's crowd here.
He needs to keep the pace up, maybe even step it up a notch. Just add a little more pressure. But yeah, I'm looking at his physique, and he looks like an athlete.
There he is, starting to break down, letting his hands go here in the 6th.
Yeah, just with the jab and 1-2 combination. And I think he wants to back Mino up to the ropes, and then maybe he'll try to go to the body or try that uppercut.
The Kimster saying he's showing poise and command. He needs rounds like this.
Yeah, he does.
Uppercut from
Nice.
Torres.
That was a hook. It was a hook.
And that caught him, delayed. His legs are out. Piedrita is getting broken. Here in the 6th round, Torres. Ruben Ace Torres picking his spots, breaking his opponent down. Body shot, there it
That
is.
was a left to the sternum.
And that's it, it's over. Another knockout for Ruben Ace Torres, his 18th victory, his 15th KO. Well, Leo Leon, you wanted body work? How about a body shot to end it?
Yeah, that was a solar plexus shot. That was beautiful. I got to see that in slow motion.
Oh.
It looked like it was a left, like a left uppercut to the chest area, which I thought would be the best body shot against this dude, because you can't reach his liver. He's too short.
When you said it, a sternum shot was going to get him.
That's right.
And that was exactly it.
Beautiful. And you love to see that from a tall fighter.
Dr. Andre
Those type of
Guerrero
shots.
there to check in and make sure that Mino's there. They're making sure that he's on his own.
And when you get caught with a shot like that, you have no wind in your lungs. So he just has to catch his breath.
And they're going to keep him down for precaution as long as possible. Ruben Ace Torres and Mino pops up He gets his. Whew. We'll come back with more from Thompson Boxing. A big win for Ruben Torres.
Discover the advantages of the Henry Fortifiber 123 moisture control system. It's as simple as 1, 2, 3. Choose the weather barrier, add the flashing, then finish up with the Henry Moist Top Sealant. Done. No guessing, no gambling. Just the winning confidence you get from our compatible systems.
Experience the world's largest compatible cordless system. Makita's LXT batteries take you from power tools to outdoor power equipment. The blower delivers power comparable to a 24cc gas model. From the job site to your home, reach speeds of 116 miles per hour. Use Makita's cordless products anytime, anywhere. One system, endless possibilities. Now get 2 extra free batteries.
Ladies and gentlemen, the end comes 1 minute 37 seconds of round number 6. Referee Ray Corona puts a stop to this contest, declaring your winner by way of a knockout, still undefeated, and now the WBC USNBC lightweight champion, Ruben Torres.
His 18th win for Ruben Torres, his 15th KO. He had to work for it. He had to chop him down. But Piedrita was broken. The little rock was smashed. As Cristian Mino felt the body shot. I just spoke with the ring physician, Dr.